Oh, bugger you. And hi, Leanne. How are you?
Hello.
I didn't give you enough warning there. We're on the screen. Sorry about that.
I'm turning phones on mute and different stuff.
Oh,
so.
Yeah. You just reminded me. Sorry, I hadn't remembered.
Whoops. I'm not sure what happened there, Ros. You're frozen. Can people let me know if you can hear me, please? Hey, Adair. Hey, Cherie. I'm presuming you ladies can hear me. I'm not sure what has happened to Ros there. Host is not joined yet. Okay, so I think what has happened is possibly Ros's internet has dropped out. Okay, Ros's okay, thanks. Ros is just reloading. So good morning, everyone. She has frozen, so I don't know what happened there. We were talking for a little while before coming on live, and we weren't having a problem. So it's called technology. It's been one of those mornings, and I was explaining to Ros that I have had to crack myself laughing today. Having car troubles this morning, and it literally wasn't even the car. Hey, Ros, you're back. Oops.
Hang on a sec. Can you take it on? I've just got to reset my computer. Can you actually receive me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you're frozen on the picture. Oh, there we go. You're moving now,
I'll
but you're
explain it in a minute. I have to drop down again and restart my end, so you'll still be on the live, okay?
Oh, good. I'll keep talking.
Okay.
Yeah, certainly. All right.
Thank you.
That's okay, hon. I told you it's one of those mornings. Beautiful. All right. So I'll just say hello to a few people as Ros will refresh her screen once more. So I can't actually put your names up on the screen from here, but we're just going to say hello to Brittany. We've got Karen, Cherie, hey Adair, beautiful. Brittany's just letting me know, and Adair's letting me know you can hear me. Hi Vanessa, we've got Jessie. Who else haven't I said hello to? Nikki, Louise. Hey Mum. My mum Margaret's here, as well as Veronica as well. So Veronica is from the US. It's going to be one of those days with technology. I was saying before, I had car trouble taking my daughter to school this morning and pulled over, went to call the RAA. Long story short is I ended up driving back to the mechanics because I wasn't going to wait so long for the RAA to find out my car was fine. The ticking noise that was constantly going quite loudly, may I add, while my car was turned off. It sounded like the starter motor sort of going, but the car had no power to it. It was actually my webcam. So technology has been fun. I've been having fun with phones this morning, and now we're having computers. So yeah, I think it must be something to do with the energy at the moment, Ros.
Am I back?
You are back.
Well, it sort of was. It was my fault.
Oh, what did you touch?
When you said mute my phone, I thought, I haven't done that, and I went to mute the phone and put it in airplane mode, right?
Oh.
What I have here at the moment is a little internode over my data allowance issue. And that slows you down, like to 0.1 down and up. It's not something that I can do a live stream through. So I had put my phone on hotspot and connected the Mac into the hotspot.
Oh,
As soon as I hit the airplane mode, it cuts it.
Of course it does.
So it was completely, absolutely my own fault.
Yeah.
So
I think it's just going to be
frustrating.
one of these days that we just need to laugh at ourselves today. Like, I certainly entertained the mechanic this morning.
So what's your story with a mechanic?
I was just saying with the took the car to the mechanics this morning, going, my car's making this horrible ticking noise when it's all turned off, and it was the actual dash cam that was doing it.
So
I had him puzzled for about 10 minutes.
You've already mentioned your delay. Your adventure for this morning. Yeah. Oops. That's something I haven't done. It's reset where my other camera is. Can you set? Oh, no, you guys can't see that, can you? No. Things that happen in the background.
Oh, that's it. So just while you were resetting, I did run through and just say hello to those that had said hello without obviously putting their names up on the screen. So
yeah, because you can't do that yet.
No,
but
not from this end.
Guess what? You can.
It's coming?
And we'll discuss that later. We'll have a chat, a little quick chat afterwards. It's called BeLive Remote Assistant, and I'll chat with you about that one afterwards.
Okay. Oh, you got me interested now.
Well, we could almost try it out now, but I don't want to experiment with people that are used to us actually chatting and doing readings instead of just wasting time playing around with little tools and technology.
We can play after.
And because my internet is on the go slow when it's the actual NBN, that's probably not the best time to do it in case I lose the lot. I don't really want to go doing that. There you go. Adair's here. Hello. And, there's a hey girls. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that there's now, who else have we got? We've got Mum. Hi. And you've already said some. I'm just going to flick them through to acknowledge that you've got them there, the hellos. Anything that's a question, I won't. Yeah, Cherie, I did that. I did the freezing. Can hear you. All good. And there's another hear you. Yeah, can hear you fine. Well, that was good. So here's another hello to both of us. My mum.
Hello. Hi, Mum.
And Veronica, who is from the US. How are you? I think it's around about the 6 or something in the evening, depending where they are. I did have to look up where Dallas was as a timeline this morning. So, so that was only half an hour ago, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and just a reminder for those who are actually asking questions, that's in general, they'll probably be skipped if you could actually please do specifics with your questions so that it just makes it that we can cover more people as we're doing the readings side of it, if we get to the reading side of it, which we probably will, interspersed, of course, with that naughty word. I was just going to say, not bullshit, but, the chat. It's something that came through. I thought, that's not that at all what we talk about. All good stuff, isn't it? And here's me facing that way because I feel more comfortable with it. It makes it look like I'm facing away from it. I'm definitely going to I'm going to have to put, I'll print a picture up of your face, Leanne, and I'll actually place it over there so that I'm looking at it. And that way
that's funny. I love it.
I just noticed it out the corner of my eye. I'm sort of thinking, I feel really comfortable this way because my left elbow's on the desk and I can do what I like that. We're mirroring each other, but not because I'm looking away.
And if I do it that way, we should be looking at each other.
Yes. Except I need to do, is it the inside or the outside? Which arm looks best? People vote.
Yeah,
which arm looks best? What profile? It's just silly stuff. Where you are, Veronica. Oh, I have a question for tonight, lady. If you're asking questions tonight. Oh, that's a 9 p.m. So where's that? That would be
that's US.
East Coast. Yeah, East Coast, West Coast.
They're about 13 hours behind us by memory.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot more than we are. We're in front. We're first. I like
So
it's one of those it's one of those funny things. Oh, just a reminder too to those who are out there, as far as listening, watching on one of the other pages, because I did remember to do the cross posting. Whether I did it properly, look, I still don't know. So it did go to other pages, and I'll just double check over on my time that it's actually live. Yeah, it's saying live, so that's fine. And I'm seeing the comments.
Yep.
Please click on the link in the description if it's got it there in the cross-posted ones. Click on the link that says My Time TV, and you'll come to this page that has the comments on your side that way. That side. That's where the arrows are a bit, trying to point to things. So do make sure you're on the mytimetv.live one so that we can see the comments in the background. And what was I saying before? And now I've distracted myself.
About being on My Time TV. You were doing housekeeping.
My Time TV, housekeeping. Yes, and of course, trying to keep the questions specific if you're really wanting some guidance. Otherwise, just put a card. Card plays will be fine. So that's quite okay. And the other thing, after all the techie stuff, because it was my mistake, it really does reflect the type of energy that's feeling like it's going around and has been for a while, doesn't it? Since the full moon on the Friday, I'm feeling a bit scattered. So what is it that you've picked up from what's around at the moment?
The energy, I want to say, not just even like before the full moon, I started to feel it and notice it in my clients and stuff as well. So I think there's a lot of shifts going on. There's a lot of uploading and downloading that you're going through. So if people are noticing the ringing in their ears, more so than normal, some doctors would explain it maybe as a bit of, what do they call it? Is it tinea? No, not tinnitus. Tinnitus, that's it. I knew I was halfway there. Sort of thing. Tinnitus for the feet, isn't it?
Forgot I had you on solo just then.
Oh, good. So you may find that with the shifts and everything going on, you might be feeling this energy. I know for myself with this head cold that I've been really flat for about a week now and really struggling just to do anything energetically wise. You may be feeling emotional. You may be just feeling frustrated, more tested than normal. We just need to allow this energy to move out rather than to fight it. So take note of what you're feeling. Know that it's not you normally. Some people might be feeling a little bit down and depressed more than normal sort of thing. So acknowledge it when it comes up and just let it go. Don't fight it because it takes more energy. Wears us out even more.
Yeah. I've noticed for myself when you said feeling a bit depressed, because it's something that there are so many people who do actually suffer from depression, the more medically diagnosed. I don't. There's just times that I feel down in the dumps, sad-ish, where it's just not, I just can't be stuffed as far as doing stuff, I suppose. And the closer it's getting to where I can actually start to get things organised, packed, I haven't started sorting. It's one of those things that I'm procrastinating about. It's one of those things, as I'm coming across things, knowing that I've got to do this, the more I procrastinate and delay it and feel more, well, it's not depression, but feel more down about it because it's completing a cycle. It's completing an era in my life after looking after mum and doing all that post-funeral, buying here, living here, deciding to move on, sell here, move all the stuff back again to where I was and, stuff like that, and wondering, is it going to be the same? And, it is like that with the energy that it sort of sucks the energy too, right?
Yeah.
And so with that, what can I do about it? I sort of think, well, it's not something that you can pull yourself up out of easily sometimes, but sometimes it can be just that one simple step of doing an easy thing. So, this morning there's in the bathroom, or the vanity area here, I've got a bowl. I should have probably used it as a prop this morning, but I didn't know I was going to talk about this. There's a bowl that has little blue glass, ball things that hold, you can use those things as at the bottom of vases to hold flowers in place and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it holds my Kermit, and I've got, and Kermit is a stuffed Kermit the Frog that is, yay high, that sits in there with his arms casually there, and he's got a pipe, I think, or something. It was from when I went back to do Year 12 English as an adult in the 80s. It was the year which I remember being really rewarding because I actually ended up getting a 20, which is the perfect score in the matric, because I went back to do it at the matric level, or Year 12, 13, whatever you call it now. It's just something I wanted to do. I did English and economics back at the Year 12 level, got this 20, and it was the teacher at the time who gave me the Kermit. So it's very significant of what is achievements in that. And there's some fake green fern frogs sitting behind it. It looks really nice in the corner. Well, I thought, I'm just going to stick that in the car. I've got to move something. I've got to do something. So that's one thing I'll take with me when I go back today. And every time I go into the loo now, there it is. It's bare. It's not. It's simply not home anymore, and that's starting that energy shift for me. So it can be as simple as move something out the way, put it elsewhere.
Yeah. That's it. Exactly.
Working for me.
Do you think also, Ros, that it's kind of like a detachment from your, the last couple of years there? Because it goes back even further than Mum, doesn't it?
Yes.
You were there with Dad before he passed as well.
Yeah. It was the essence, I suppose, of their presence here. It was their home. It's no one else had been in this one. It was built. They'd bought it as that. From start. It was the offering there. They had choice in what went into it as far as the tiles and stuff, even though they didn't buy it initially as what they were going to do. But perfect timing, they had choices, went up. It was a spec home for a couple of months, then they could move in.
Yeah.
So it's only their energy that's here, really. And, it was that couple of months before Dad passed on, I was backwards and forwards caring for Mum in the times where Dad was not 100% and when he was in hospital, and from that time onwards, until Mum herself passed. It's the synchronicities in life are actually really quite amazing, because to me that time was only 9 months. It could have been 9 years. No one knows what time they have left. And it's fairly common in that era of couple that have lived their complete lives together in such interdependent and loving way that one of the first partner will go and the second will go very soon afterwards, which is the blessing that it is in so many ways, but it still means there was always that uncertainty. I had no idea how long my commitment was going to be, which I chose to do, looking after Mum. And all that involved. So, it does reflect now how many other people do similar things, that it really does change your life for that section of time, and then you pick up, and how's that pickup going to be? I'm still yet to discover that, because, for many reasons. Have I fully finished the grieving? When I finish with this house, possibly, there's so much involved in the what ifs and what's next. It's exciting and scary at the same time. It isn't like that.
That's it.
That. Oh, wait.
I loved it then. And I think it's really important to be able to acknowledge things when they come up. The sort of thing, like some of us might find that you've lost somebody years ago and you thought you grieved for them and been able to move forward, but you might find something that will trigger it. But it is really important to be able to acknowledge those things when they come up. Give gratitude, acknowledge it, give gratitude and let it go.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. And it's also something that there's no way I would ever do any differently as far as that goes too. Now, Alexis, I'm not sure if you've got a stuck keyboard there, but I have scrolled down to the end of the chat stream and I'm sort of thinking, oh, look, Tony, grieving is different things. It's not always the sadness and loss side of it. That part of it, I really do think I've probably gone past a lot of that, but it's just in different ways. It's the memories. It's something that you see. You know, I walk in and go and sit in the corner that Dad used to have as his corner and use his bookshelf still. And there's ways and I still haven't cleaned that out. So there's a lot of his things still there, but there's just, the touching, the picking up his crossword book, which I do occasionally. It's things like that. It brings the memories and the joy sadness, joy/sadness or whatever. It's not a sad, horrible sadness. I've got to cry every time. It's just, it'd be so nice to have them back, but they haven't actually left. Because that's how we communicate. That all spirit is around for some length of time, whether the purpose is there or not to be there, or we call on them. I mean, you've got more experience around that than I have.
Yeah, I think I always say to people, just trust they're there. As much as we can't see the physical, we can feel their energy at times. I quite often say to my clients, look at the times that you will have memories out of nowhere. Something might pop up in your mind of a loved one that's passed over. It could be something they'd say or something they did. It's trusting and knowing that's their energy, their soul with you at that very time. So acknowledge it. Talk to them. They can hear you. It's just us in their monkey minds that block a lot of that stuff. So it's trusting I always say trust what you feel, think, see, hear, and because that's the basics in the way they will communicate with us.
It is, isn't it? I'm just scrolling through just to see if that.
I think I'm on the screen by myself.
Oh, should be. Really? It shouldn't be. I turned off the iPad. Oh, hang on. Let me get to that. Let me just double check something hasn't.
Hold
on. Turning off my Facebook if that was it.
That sounds better.
Have I still got the echo or not?
I can't hear it now.
And you can still hear me though.
I can hear you, but no echo now. We were coming in and out before with the echo.
Yeah. I didn't have any change to my settings unless I've pulled the plug out. Hang on, I'll just double check the headset. I might have just yanked that accidentally. No, it's there. But that's all right.
Technology. It's one of those days.
So Jodie's saying Ros keeps echoing. So Jodie, if it's still there, is it still echoing on?
Yeah, now it is
on the other side. Why? Oh, why? Bloody technology.
I'm going to mute myself for a second, Ros.
You're muting yourself. So am I still echoing? For anyone, am I still echoing? Better now. And Leanne needed to cough. She could have said I could have done the video off, That's
all right. It's easy to
better now. Look, I think I might just drop out again and do a refresh if that's going to work because it's
okay now.
It was, but not now. No, look, it's jumping in and out. I'm going to have to reset my end. So I'll drop me out and do a refresh.
Okay.
You keep going.
Talking.
You can answer some of those if you like.
Yeah, okay. All right, beautiful. So I'll just touch on grief. It doesn't ever now and then. Oh, okay, thanks, Mum. Mum's just letting me know it's echoing every now and then. I just want to touch on grief. I don't feel that there is a right or wrong way to grieve. I think it's really important that we all grieve in our own ways. Sometimes some of us struggle more than others, and that's where I would suggest that people look at counselling, like a grief counsellor or something like that. But remember, we all have our own way our own time that we do it in. So, Tony, I know grief never stops, but it gets easier as time goes on. Okay, and like I said, we all do it in our own very ways. In that sense, I can hear us typing.
Oh, good. So I can be heard.
Yeah, you're down in the corner.
Oh, good. Good.
Down in the bottom
Put
corner.
yourself up. I'm back here now.
Sounds better.
We're swapped around. So now I can go like that, and I'm looking in the opposite direction.
And I go like that, and we're looking at each other.
Yeah. Hey. Oh God! It looks like I'm in the back end. Oh, there you go. See, that's what I was typing, but because I'm in here, it's not. Yeah, it's as the my time, not as me, because I'm not logged into the Facebook fan page. Technology can be very frustrating, but it's also a huge bonus, really, that we can actually connect with people this way. So I'm not complaining. We'll just go with the flow.
We can put up with a bit of an echo. That's okay.
I'm just hoping it's not. If anyone can tell me if it's still echoing. Is it still echoing?
It is.
It is.
You haven't got your other camera open, have you? Like that you do your cards on?
Nah, it's muted. But what I'm going to do is drop that out. So that one that I'm on, I'm just going to drop that out, remove it, and bring it back in again.
There we go. The echo left.
Yeah, it could. God, that would have been easier, wouldn't it? Just do the. Oh,
I love it. It does not surprise me today with technology, I tell you.
Now, let me see if I can get it right with the camera. This time, external microphone, I don't want, built in. That is weird. And I'm playing a test sound, if you heard that. Those in the audience may not have. And there is the camera. Oops, there is the first card that I had this morning in this morning's reading. Yeah, it's the cat. Oh, hang on. Is the echo still there now?
No, it's gone.
Yeah, I probably had to take the camera itself out to bring it back in to then mute it properly because, anyway.
So it wasn't you, it was the other camera.
Hey, but sometimes. Oh, look, it gives everyone a laugh, doesn't it?
It really does.
Oh, gosh. So I know you were having a bit of a chat around. I was just going to go like that, and that's just the audio on that one. Yeah, I was just going to go like that. Oh, do you know what it does, though? Every time I refresh, I lose those comments in the background. I haven't got them in the stream to put up on the screen.
Ah.
Bugger.
How's that work?
How are we going to do that? We
just say them, I guess. Read them out.
Bum. Yeah, but I haven't got my Facebook open because I had to refresh.
Guest.
Huh?
Have you come back in as a guest?
No, I'm in as well. Do you know, I don't know. I refreshed the screen. I'm still the host. It's saying I've only been live for 4 minutes. So, so I'm not sure what I've done. So have you?
No, I can bring up the comments.
So how can you bring up the comments? I don't know. I don't think you can. I think I might have really stuffed this one up. Have you got your Facebook page open on the My Time TV one? Because with the fact
I can still see the comments, Ros.
In the back end, all of them.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't know that you can put them up on the screen, but you can see them. If you can see them, guess what, honey? You're going to be picking which ones we're reading. Because I've only got what was the last 5 minutes worth now.
Okay. All right. So let's go back to the start, shall we?
I can put that up, the last 5 minutes worth. That's it.
Okay. Yep. All right. Well, let me pull a couple from earlier on, and we can do those, and then you can take over when they come up.
Okay.
I can see
Yeah,
them
you
all.
let me know. I've got a timestamp 10:50,
Okay.
10:53. It still gives me the timestamps. So it's
Beautiful.
I don't understand that part, but that's okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, good. We'll
with
go
the
with
flow.
it. So the first question up, we just won't be able to put on the screen just yet, is Vanessa saying, "Good morning, ladies. I was wondering if you said..." Oh, no, it just went off the screen.
They're scrolling through.
It moved. Where did it go? I think it was CS building a house.
I'm getting a yes as you say
Yes,
that.
I got yes for that too, Vanessa. So,
Well, whoops.
yeah, that's weird.
Oh, hang on. I've got to bring that up too, don't I? And if I go like this for mine, then it's got the card next to you. Next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. The dice.
The roll of the dice.
Yeah.
Is there still some indecision of where? I'm wondering. You still haven't chosen where. So it's a roll of the dice where you're going to be building at the moment. Okay.
Beautiful. All right. Next we have Jess. Oh, why is it every time I read them, they jump off the screen? There's something not right.
Well, I can put this one up. Now that's timestamp 10:52. Okay. So does that give you any guideline about where you can actually see what's scrolling through or not?
Well, I'm going back to comments back at 10:32, but the moment I start reading them, they jump off my screen and it won't let me go back to them. So that's weird. It's not normal.
Maybe Facebook, Facebook might be doing some changes again that BeLive still doesn't know about because that happens.
Yeah, so I just took one a little bit further down. We've got Louise from Canada saying, "Hi, any advice in my love life?" So that's very similar and the same person, same Louise.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So that the one that I've got showing is 10:52 as far as the as far as the timestamp goes. Yeah, I'll drop me off as far as the video goes. Now the two cards that I felt I needed to pull up for that one. What was it? It was about love life, wasn't it? I'm feeling actually.
Life.
Well, I think if there's going to be, like the scythe is about cutting things out, it's whether it's harvesting or weeding or something like that. What I'm getting the feeling around is there is some personalities or energy that you need to cut through to be able to find the peace with your love life. That's as brief as I'm going to make it. That's what I'm going to make it. That's that brief. Is there anything else that you want to add around that one?
Yeah, I just felt when you said about that, I just felt like there's new beginnings. So I do feel that there's energy moving in around that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think too,
using the scythe as well. I mean, it does, when you weed, when you harvest, there is new beginnings in what is next going in too, as far as, you've got to cut out some of the old stuff or issues before you can actually allow that space for the new. Yeah, that's good stuff. And anything, another one that you can see?
Jessie says, I have many crystals around us and salt lamps, trying to do what I can. So I get that would be to do with this energy. Just breathe, honey. Allow the energy to move, and you'll find that will help as well. Things will soon pick up. Okay. Veska says, "Good morning, ladies." Oh, sorry, hon.
Yeah, I was just going to add around that with the crystals and the rest, because it's something that I was thinking about, and funny place to think about things really is in the toilet. But anyway.
A normal place to think.
You sometimes have a little bit of time. It was only a little bit of time. But it was, as far as the energy goes, and this is reflecting for me on what the electromagnetic fields are, the EMF information and news that's going around about in many places, the 5G network and the energy that is massive of what is generated with that. And it's not just for the 5th generation, it's actually a frequency wave that is ultra tight, requires lots of energy, as in power, to actually power it up. And that's why these towers need to be so close together, because of the short distance that it's got the energy to actually physically move those waves from one to the next, and how they haven't done the actual correct health checks, research and the rest around this. There's a lot of, you look on the news, not news, Facebook, internet, to find out some of the information. There is a group in Facebook. But it was my thoughts thinking, because as I go to sleep at night, I can feel the vibration of this energy, and it is the electromagnetic field. And it is, how is that affecting my body? How is it affecting the animals? And it does. And I suddenly thought, what if that could be counteracted with just using sound? When you said the comment, there's the crystals and other things that are being placed around to help with settling that energy for them. Yeah. Because I'm a sound therapist, a lot of that sort of thing sort of comes to mind, or I do sound therapy. We label ourselves too easily as being one thing or another. We're just who we are. So, with that energy wave, how you drop a drop of water in a pond and it creates that spread of the wave, right? And creates that wave. I wonder, for sound, the same thing as we do our vibration in voice, in instruments, that is a frequency and a wave of its own. Can we use sound even as that tool to counteract the electromagnetic fields and the effect that has on our body? I'm going to be looking that up a bit more, and I might be posting a little bit more here, discussing it here. Who knows? keep an eye out for what we might be talking about coming up. I took a lot of time with that, didn't I?
Okay.
And it didn't take that long while I was on the toilet either, or in the toilet room, I should say.
You weren't sitting there that long. I love it.
A bit personal, isn't it? Oh, am I going red?
Slightly.
Yeah.
So next we had Veska. Now I have lost her comment, went off the screen, but basically she's been off work because of injury. She's about to have a second operation and wants to know how that's going to go and what will happen with work. So I do get the reference to, honey, you will heal okay. So to me, I do feel that you're going to have more success with this second surgery. Work, I get the reference to, will be changing. So whether they will change your duties or they will find you work elsewhere that will suit around your restrictions. I get you will get back to work though. So I do want to put you back into the workforce on moderate duties. And it's love and healing.
And I think too, I wonder if that works that way. Which way is that going to go? Oh, bugger. No, not what I thought it would. So I'll drop out and you'll have Leanne and the 2 cards.
I just need to get them door. I'll be back in 1 sec. So.
Okay, I'll drop your video out too then, and it's singling out those cards. So Veska, that's what I've got is the crossing the bridge. It seems interesting. You said you had 2 surgeries, so there's the 2 bridges. You've already crossed one and you've got one to come up. What I am sensing with that one though is actually and I'll go that way, is the you really do need to actually rest after this one for the recuperation phase, for actually making sure that you have enough recovery time before getting back to doing any work. So, I left you on audio there too. I left the audio on. I forgot to mute that too. I've got the video down, but not the audio. Duh.
I got a message this morning to say I had a parcel coming and they want to know you're going to be home. So I said yes, but the timing of it.
Yeah. So I was just finishing off that reading with the 2 cards. It was the bridges and the dice. So that's where that one finished. I hopefully, yes, make sure you create that space to actually have good recovery. Do nothing afterwards for what they tell you to. Nothing. Yeah.
Next we have Josephine says, hi ladies, how are you? I have 2 job interviews today. Do you see me doing well in both interviews? Do you see me getting a job offer from either one? Thank you. I get yes and yes.
Yeah.
I'm drawn more to the second.
Yeah. I haven't shuffled them. There was a fox there. No, I hadn't shuffled them. It didn't feel right. Yeah, I think so too. There be success. I'm feeling that there's probably just the choice. You've got the choice to choose from after the interviews. So that actually, I don't think that was for you. It's the older woman. Whether that's something significant. Are you in the older bracket like that? Yeah, rather than being a young girl, but an older bracket.
She's younger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
might be that there's the indication that it might be the one that is the working with an older woman might be the one to choose. So go with your gut feeling. Yeah,
definitely.
Go with your gut feeling.
Next we have Carol saying, yes, I can hear you. I would like to know if I'm going to have a happier life in the near future. I do plan to move away and start a new life very soon. I get yes, honey, but I also feel that you need to let go of the past as well. So to me, I want to say do some reflection, look at what's going on in your life, and allow yourself to acknowledge it and release it. Okay. And when you do that, I do think you will move forward much happier. Okay.
It's 11:11 on my computer here. As now it's flipped over. I was feeling a bit of tension in the back of the head, lower down. Not there, except but there. It just feels like probably needing to. Leanne said release and old stuff, wasn't it? And here's me looking at you. Look, it looks like I'm looking down on the computer, doesn't it? So many little tricks when you're doing live streaming that you need to be aware of. I'm looking at the people out there. There you go. It is you that we're talking to. Each and every one of you, when we say, look, go with your gut feeling, do follow your own intuition in how you're receiving your messages as well. And what I was receiving for you then, and I can't remember which person were we doing this one for, was
Carol.
Did you say? Oh, Carol. It just feels like you've got to really look after how you're actually moving around. It just feels like, I suppose, that like the bowling ball on the head, the axis of the head. It just feels like probably there's been in a past just something that's been banging, as if you've fallen backwards on your head. It just feels like that sort of a suddenness. So just be careful how you're moving around, and even with that move.
Yeah.
Because that was the question, wasn't it? Moving house.
Yeah, she's planning on having a new start in life very soon, so moving away from where she is. Yeah. Okay. So, excellent. So I wish you all the luck with that, honey. It does feel good. All right. Veronica from the US is our next one. She says, I filled paperwork out today to get guardianship of my daughter who is disabled. Will her father interfere, or will things go smoothly? I'm drawn more to going smoothly. I do feel like we've got one or two little hiccups, but they're only minor, honey. All right. So I do feel that he will realise it's for the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I did feel that now. That was around what time? Because of what time stamp are you at?
10:40.
10:40. Okay. Yeah. You tell me when you get to around the 10:56.
Okay. Next we're not far off. Tamara says, morning ladies. Further love, was wondering, will I meet a guy this year at all? Spirit's line in my hair.
Yeah, well, I'm getting a yes. There almost seems to be a bit of a but though. So whether there's almost too much choice or poor choice or something.
Let go of the old habits, honey.
And yeah. Whether one of them, I'm just going to do this one here as a solo that. It's the letter and the fox. I'm just feeling that, just be a little wary. The fox, the fox in the hen house type of feel there, but it's, is the initial communication going to be something that's along the personal line, whether it's a connection on, by, I wouldn't say letter, written letter, but these days that can be, messages on Facebook and whatever. So there's going to be something that's communicated in the written form for that one. So that's what I'm getting there. Just a little warning around the fox energy.
Yeah, and I think you'll know when you meet the right person because they'll be playing in your head. So, so look at when you got that touch to the top of their hair, and you keep getting that feeling up there. I get the reference to that. It's your sign, honey.
Or he might have very nice hair too.
At the top of the head. I love it. Next we have Karen. Do you see anything regarding relationship for me, please? I was actually drawn to communication. Open yourself up. The need to communicate. Yeah.
And instead of fiddling with the cameras, I'm just going to hold that one up because it's in your stars. Wish upon the star. Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful. So Louise, we spoke about before. We touched on that. Andrea says, can you see me falling pregnant anytime soon? I see the number 7 around that. So whether I'm on the 7th of the month, I don't feel like I'm with the 7th month. That would be July. But I feel like I've got the 7 is very strong around that. Could be 7 weeks or on the 7th of the month.
And I think that's is that close enough without the reflection? There's not a 7 combination there as far as the numbers go, but what I felt as I actually got the card was unlocking the womb, like that. It's as well as opening your legs, but that's being a bit crude. I think it's just that everything's ready to receive and be open.
I had a little giggle to myself because it was like, okay, open the legs, everything's ready to go.
Did you? There you go.
I've seen the legs coming,
but I voiced it.
You did. I can't say that. I did it. What was it this weekend? Just been the weekend before, and I taught my workshop. I went to say let's go for a break. Hop up, spread the legs, and go outside and get some fresh air. And I told him to spread the legs, and I went, "Oh God, I said it again." It keeps coming back to me.
Oh, there you go.
Don't know the story. I told a crowd of about 80 people in a live show to hop up and spread their legs instead of let's get up and stretch your legs, move around. Poor people in Gambia piss themselves laughing.
Look, laughter is the best energy breaker of all. Really, it just gets it flowing again. I love it.
It's just like, oh God, I did it again. I know as soon as I said it. It's like it comes out of the mouth and the head coordinates it. And it's like you've done it again. It's like, all right, moving on. Next we have Adair. Says, I gave the only remote control of the broadcast last night. First thing she looked for was the mute mic function.
I wonder if they did it with the remote assistant thing.
Don't know. They're Adair.
I'll have to ask her. Yep,
we'll have to play with that.
Because I haven't touched it yet because, it is something that you use where you've got another person elsewhere actually doing it. But we'll play around with it at some point.
We will.
Because I think you might be able to have it on you because it's via your mobile phone. Yeah, so we'll keep moving forward.
Yep, we will play with that later.
Yes.
Technology, yay. New toys.
Yes.
The old ones are giving up the crap. So. All right. Next we have the lovely Sharon saying, will I get a call today saying I have a job so I don't have to this other work? Is
there a timestamp on that? I may have got that part of the stream back again. 10 foot. No, I think the biggest. The one I've got is 1056. No. Haven't got 1042s. Too bad. Yep. So what was the question again? I forgot.
Will I get a call today saying I've got this job so she doesn't have to this other work?
I haven't actually. I've got a no happening for that as far as today goes, but whether it's going to be delayed call.
Yeah. Okay. I don't feel like it's today either, but it's not far away is the reference I get to.
Mm. I think you're
Beautiful.
still going to have it, but yeah, it's not today you'll get called about it. Mm.
Marianne says, will work be understanding with my health situation and keep my job still and casual? I get, yes, honey, be open with them. Okay.
Yeah, it's just keeping them in the loop.
Yeah, that's it. Stacey says, hi to you both. I did hand in a job application and supposed to hear back by the end of the week. What is the outlook? Thanks. Just not sure if I want 3 days a week work with a 1-year-old and other kids. Okay. You can handle it, honey. It's the feeling I get with that.
I think it's whether you actually want to. You've already stated that you're not sure that you want it, so I'm not sure you're actually going to get it because you're not sure.
We can put those blocks there for sure. Yeah.
I think really feel determined, and what I've got there is the owl. So it really is looking at what you yourself feel as far as what's the best. Use your wisdom, your own inner wisdom, as to what you feel is the best for you and your kids.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's there.
I get you can have a good balance, honey. So Samantha says, hey ladies, just wondering if my finances will improve soon, please. Yes.
See now, I saw that somewhere. Yeah.
I reckon I'm on the border. 10:44.
Yeah, unless it's been repeated somewhere down the line. Could be. It could be.
Yeah.
Could be. But yeah.
Okay, yes, it will, honey. See that money coming in, see what you need. All right. Tony says, good morning, look, beautiful ladies. Good morning, honey. I will try and bring you today. I will try. No promises, but I will try. Okay, my daughter, Veronica says, my daughter turned 18, born on the 25th, and the hearing is the 7th, so there's 2 weeks she will be under my protection. Beautiful, we answered that question earlier with a disabled daughter. Yeah. Okay, no,
thanks for putting that.
Yeah, scared. She was scared. Natasha, thank you, honey. Kara says, hello, ladies. Sending love and light to you both. Do you see my partner proposing anytime soon? I know patience is the key, but I'm curious. Okay, I get he's God, English. I feel like he's up to something, but he's pulling it out to make you hold on, keep you on the edge. Is the reference I get there? Okay.
Yeah, as far as soon, I've just got that sort of feeling. It's like a wobbly. Yeah, the wobble boards. Yeah,
it'll be before the end of the year, is my feeling. Okay, we're up to 10:50 now, Ros. Tony, I have found my recent move very energetically draining, as I've felt like I'm grieving my partner all over again.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was in response to roughly when I was talking about mum and dad and moving on and that sort of thing. I think that's where we've come in. And I'm pretty sure now I can start to put some of those comments up. So that's good morning, Ros and Leanne. Hope you have a beautiful day. So that's about where you're up to? Yeah. And that was the never finish grieving, which I did bring up at the time. So that's fine. And we've done Louise's. I've just got to try and scroll down now because most of it was about this jolly echo that turned out to be the microphone on the other camera. Oh, dear. Yeah. Oh, it is. Well, that's what goes. Now we've got Cherie is saying, I'm just going to move that up so I can see it better. That's it. Leanne, a couple of weeks ago, you said my daughter's dad, who passed away 19 years ago, will be at the birth of his grandson. Just wondering if he was there for it. So
I got a beautiful big smile with that, honey, and I actually felt like I had tears running down his face. So I'm going to say yes, and a very emotional moment.
Our birth definitely is, isn't it? And painful. No, I won't go on with that one. So something that is a wonderful moment, did 4 times. So, yep. Jody, we've had that one, wasn't it? Did we do Jody before? So that probably was a repeat on the as we were going down, because sometimes you guys do actually repeat them, which is fine, but not ad infinitum, please, or they will get ignored. Now let's have a look. Start fresh. Please let me know. Have we done Andrea? What job am I meant to be doing?
No, I don't.
I don't think we've done Andrea, so there's another pregnancy.
Um,
I'm just wondering, it's just going through my mind, just the question comes back, are you timing it right?
Yeah. I say 4 months.
Hmm.
I wouldn't say within the next 4 months, honey. Oh, on the timing. There you go.
And what will you be doing? I'm just going to put that one up on the screen. It really does go to reflected there, doesn't it? The polar bear can be mother nurturing, caring for the bear cubs type of thing. So it's actually doing everything possibly can to actually nurture and protect their children. So I think that's a confirmation that, yes, there will be the pregnancy. And what will your job be? Looking after you so you can look after the babies. So,
Wonderful.
yeah. Sandra, you were live as Ros Psychic made me. Oh, that's a reminder too, now that we're nearly at the end of it, that when you cross post these shows, right, technical detail here, part of when you're doing events and then do a cross post, that's what it shows up as if I have gone live as Ros Boundy on my Ros Boundy page, as if Leanne has gone live in the Leanne Winston Psychic Medium on her page, and live video hub, and there's some others. I think even Hypnosis Plus with Ros. There's 4 or 5 pages we can actually, or well, you can do as many as you like, but when doing that, it actually then shows up as if that person on that page is doing the live. And that's why I like to remind people that right at the start, that click on the mytimetv.live link so that you are actually in the correct page. This is where it's hosted. It is me hosting it, but it is in mytimetv.live, because that then goes to the binge networks, which then goes to 50 different channels worldwide or something, isn't it, Leanne? You can explain that better, probably.
So the binge network goes out to 50 odd channels worldwide. I think it's based in America, but goes worldwide.
I think so.
And we've also got the United World Radio, so that are listening in as well. So welcome to those people listening in on Stephen Fonz's show.
Yeah, Stephen Healy and Fons Chamberlain over in the UK. So that's how global we are actually projecting this energy. It is projecting the information everywhere. And it really is to help people acknowledge for themselves their own abilities, because everyone can do it. Use your own intuition. Get connected to that inner you. And you'll have the right teacher show up at the right time that you need to have these things taught to you. If you feel you can't do it on your own, which is what Leanne does, which is what I do, which is what so many other, psychic mediums, coaches, there's whatever comes to your attention at the right time that you're asking the questions might be the message that Spirit's actually giving to you. Like, hey, take notice.
That's it.
What ways have you actually had where they've really knocked on your door to say, hang on, take notice? What ways
I had a roof fall on me. A veranda roof. Is that a sign or what?
Well, it can be. Yeah. I mean,
I spent 3 hours at this birthday party ignoring Spirit standing behind a gentleman that was there, and I knew his mum had been murdered 3 or 4 years prior. I think it was 6 years prior or something. And I just went, I'm not telling him this. He's not open to this. In the end, I found a way around it by talking to his stepdaughter, then spoke to her mum, his wife, and to say something to him, to have him go tell me everything. And it was funny because just before the roof fell, she took him away from that situation and put him in the car to take him home to get something that I was trying to explain to him that he didn't know exactly what I was talking about. So he was getting what we needed to. And within 20 seconds of him driving off at the front of the car, like he ran out to his car, the gutter broke, the roof came down. Now, if he'd stayed there, he would have been dead. He would have been impaled by that gutter. So, spirit will get our attention one way or another. Luckily for the rest of us, I've still got ongoing injuries, but I can live with that. And it slowed me up and took me in a different direction. So,
But
they'll
isn't
throw
it,
things at you. They constantly ring doorbells to get your attention.
and isn't it really that why don't we take notice the first time we get the message?
So stubbornness.
Why don't we?
And stubbornness, our monkey mind that comes in and we question,
and doubt.
Yeah, we question and doubt the information we're getting. Even to still today, there's times I ignore them. If I'm not in the mood or I just want my quiet time or whatever, I might push them away. But if they persist, I know I need to take notice. It's the same at night.
I mean, I'd have to say the same. I do. I suppose I do it more like a switch. I just turn it off. I don't bother turning it on. But they have their ways of letting you know. So
and that's the thing,
exactly.
We need to allow ourselves a certain amount of open time as well. For me, like a question for you: how many of you, and you can put in the comments, yes, you are. How many of you are restless sleepers? Who struggles to stay or get into that deep sleep or feels like they are constantly restless through the night? Okay. Love to know. Just put a yes in the comment. Let us know if that's you. Okay. What can happen is we can pick up on spirit. When we're in that relaxed sleep state, we are more open because our monkey mind is at rest, so to speak. So you may find that spirit is waking you up, getting your attention, and you don't know why you're not getting a good night's sleep or you're restless. For me, spirit used to wake me up a lot at night time. I had to, Brittany's letting us know she is, yes.
Down the end of the stream now.
Beautiful. I had to set my boundaries around my bedroom, and spirit can stand at the door at night, but they can't come in and wake me up. If they do wake me up, I know it's urgent. I need to take note. So it's kind of like I've had to set my boundaries, but also have respect for them as I've asked them to have respect for me as well. So Leanne's very restless at night. So maybe when you
There's
go to
Christmas thing on the head already on that profile. Sorry, I just had to mention that.
It's coming around. Well, they've already got Christmas decorations in the shops for sale
already.
Seen that at Marion last week. But take note what they want. Sometimes we just got to acknowledge what it is. And so for those that are restless at night and find it hard to sleep, set your boundaries around your bedroom. When you go to bed, set the intent that spirit stays out of your room. This is your sacred place to rest. They can come back and talk to you in the mornings. I always say when the sun comes up, I'm open. And I close down at night unless I choose to work.
Yeah.
Like next weekend or this weekend, I've got a live show at night time, but I choose to work in that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just wanted to say something to Diana here as far as she meant to say last night, always I meant to say, last night I tried to send someone to the light. Don't know if it was just a dream though. It was a number of years ago that I had an experience in what I thought was my dream state, but it actually was, I suppose it was at night and I was in a dream, but it was more than just the dream state of what you're saying as far as sending someone through to the light. So similar experience as in I was there with a young boy and showing him the way. And it was just such an amazing experience. I know in that moment that that's where I was. It's what I was doing. And even as I came out of that dream state to just the sleep and then waking up as per normal, it was something I remembered so clearly and I felt, God, it couldn't have been a dream. It wasn't. It was doing that work at that particular time was needed. So I trust that what you were doing, it wasn't just a dream.
Okay. I back that up too. Totally agree with Ros. If it felt right to you, take it. Okay.
And Dana here
is we're quite open.
Now Dana's here is just saying, and my message is showing up. Look, just an explanation of, as well as, I know that some of you will be popping in and out of live streams like this, that like we've been going just over the air on and off with little bits of interruptions from my technology goofs and whatnot. But it is something that we're, when you're dropping in and out, you're not getting the full gist of the stream of how conversation is happening with how Leanne and I do it. We don't just do, you pop in, you get a reading, you're out. It really is that we are having a chat and trying to enliven something within you that can then move your soul, your inner being, your inner child, your higher self, whatever label you want to give to that inner person of who you are, that is beyond description, actually. So that you're actually learning, taking that by your reins so you can actually grow it yourself. Leanne does do the workshops, one-to-ones. I haven't got to that point yet. It might happen, it might not. There's others around who do similar courses and things where you can grow and develop your psychic abilities or your mediumship abilities or whatever. As we're going through with our live streams, we are having discussion. We are answering some questions. Not everybody's is going to get answered as far as your questions that you're having in the stream. It's part of potluck. It's part of, we don't have time for detailed readings of everybody's questions. So when your questions are being sent, when you say, are your comments being seen, it is part of that. Make sure you're on the right page for the comments to be in that stream that I'm seeing at the back end. When Leanne does hers tonight, and Annette, are you on tonight?
Yeah.
You bet well enough. It'll be a similar thing because they have a bit of a chat and they're doing readings too, and it's what's in that stream. Make sure you're on the right page, which is the mytimetv.live tonight, and Leanne does another one tomorrow night, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yep. I just noticed that earlier on Dana's just said that she's new to the page, but I think she's also been having some computer issues with the connection as well because she keeps getting bumped off.
But that's just what I'm not accusing, blaming or otherwise. No. It's just a direction. This is how it does work because we just don't have time. And the messages are showing up if you're on the right page.
Yeah.
If there's time that Leanne might get back to what is questions in her stream that you may not have realised to come over to this one on My Time TV, same as mine. I don't get as many on my page, but it doesn't matter. Just double check you're on mytimetv.live and
sorry, hon. Dana did ask a question a bit earlier if when she said she's new, do we feel that she's pregnant? Can we tell her if she's pregnant? I actually felt no to that, honey.
I'm feeling a no, and I'm not thinking it's this one here. Is that it?
It was up earlier. Yeah, that's not the original one. But I think before.
No, that would have been a repeat, I think, because it's only just a little bit above. Oh, yeah, there's another one, which is even a little bit above. Yeah, I mean, that's why I was explaining. It doesn't always pay to repeat the questions because it just fills up the chat stream with more and more that makes it harder for others to be seen as well. So it's just a bit of management. We're all new at something at some point in time. So it's just, sitting back sometimes just to listen and watch first to see how it flows, to see how people actually handle their shows, because we're not the only ones who are here doing similar things. Oh, we'd love for you to come back every time. We love doing it and seeing all of the chats. It's great to have you here. And especially great that Leanne is with me on this show because I do it without. But I love it having Leanne here, and we've got our combined show now that's been it's been a year.
It probably would
since we started doing the regular BeLive.
We might have to do some research. Might be celebration time.
Which I'm going to end on that little celebrate button that I've got here. Look,
Great,
for
Leanne.
anyone that is interested in doing live streaming like we're doing and using an easy-to-use platform, the Studio 2 in the BeLive is absolutely wonderful. Sometimes there's glitches, but it's easy to get past it. There is support instantly in the back end and
Great.
all of that. It's a fantastic setup. I really like it, and there's a month free trial. Get in touch with either of us via our websites or our Facebook pages. What's yours, Leanne? Sparkle something? No, it's Spirit
I have
something.
Facebook as Sparkle Spirit Sparks.
Sorry.
Spirit Sparks, I think it is.
The link is in the description. Yeah.
Let me just Spiritual Sparks is the reference.
Thank you. And mine's Hypnosis Plus with Ros, I think, or Ros Boundy. Just do search Ros Boundy. I've decided to make everything easier, and people get to know my name. It's just Ros Boundy. Search it, you'll find it. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for being here, because it is way past what we normally go through. So next week,
patience with technical issues today,
especially that. And especially since it was self-imposed, but I am only on my hotspot Wi-Fi.
We've done well.
Yeah. So, and I do the daily reading of the cards, the Lenormand deck, in a quick spread. Well, in a spread, it's a quick reading in the spread on a 8 o'clock timeline, Australian Central Standard Time. So that's on my page. So if you're interested in just having a quick guidance every morning. At this point, tomorrow morning might not be at that time because I've got to be in Adelaide at some point, babysitting children. So we'll see everybody next week for Tuesday's Intuitive Chat.
Just before you run, Ros, if you're in the Adelaide area, I'm doing a live show at Salisbury United Soccer Club this Saturday. Tickets are available through my event page.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, because I love your live events. I'm at a wedding.
We're going to do one together, Ros, soon.
Really?
You can do your sound therapy and stuff. It's amazing.
Yes. Yeah, it is. So thank you. Thank you.
With me.
Yeah, good. We will. Okay, we'll see everybody next week for the Tuesday Intuitive Chat or tomorrow morning for my daily. Bye for now.
Thanks, everyone.